Okay, so here's what we decided. We think we want to use the chicken, the retarded Sasquatch Derpy, and the retarded princess. Also Rainbow Dash.
Yes, that way we will have only the team that does not speak very often.
See, that is exactly what Batman used to do. Like, there was an episode where the Riddler said, "Tighten your belt, Batman," and Batman goes, "Tighten your belt? A belt, like Orion's belt. The Riddler's in space."
And was the Riddler in space?
Yeah. Man, this guy Sean Baby writes like a whole article on it. It's ridiculous how many times this happened.
But the Riddler was in space.
Dude, Bat logic only works for Batman. Maybe for the Bat computer. And Robin would just stand there nodding his head going, oh yeah, man, oh wow. That's crazy, Batman, I never thought of that.
So you're telling me that the world's greatest super detective uses this kind of logic, but I should avoid it?
Yeah, cause, it's not up to your level.
Oh, way to burst my bubble.
Something is happening!
Oh, Frig, a thing is happening?
Yes, a thing is happening, guys!
Guys, calm down. I think it might just be exposition.
Oh, Frig, I'm not ready for exposition!
Our brains are not properly warmed!
How could we have exposition? What do we know about this place, even?
The screen is changing!
Guys.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Guys.
Holy crap, there's ponies now.
Guys, the game is like 90% exposition.
But this is an expositional ambush. We were just minding our own business, yes, wandering around the cave, and now there is story elements.
You guys suck. You are the most, racist, stupid co-hosts ever.
Dude, there's not really any such thing as a half-mermaid sea witch.
Well, then how come you guys are so racist against them?
Man, sounds like being an Esper involves a lot of drama.
I have no idea, because every Esper we run into kills itself.
Sounds like a dramatic reaction to me.
Yeah, and then there was also the drama where Twilight's mom hooked up with an Esper, and then the drama where this Esper hooked up with the Queen. So far, the only thing we're really shown about Espers is that they like to kill themselves, they get entangled in a lot of forbidden love, and they like to murder the heck out of everyone except for the people who deserve it.
That's why everyone in America likes to shower every day, because Henry Kellogg spent a whole bunch of his resources making sure that everyone believed that they needed to shower.
Oh my god! Is that why when I was a kid I always had to take baths every day? Man, my parents used to tell me bunk about germs.
Well, don't get me wrong, I mean, showering every day isn't bad, really.
It sucked anyway. Way to go, rich people, you ruined my life.
Well, if you feel like bathing is the worst thing they ever did to you, I guess that you can count yourself lucky.
So today we're gonna talk about rich people. It's like this. Suppose you're an ordinary guy and you buy a hamburger. That's good, you know, you get one hamburger, you're happy with that hamburger, but then suppose you buy 2 hamburgers. Well, you don't really want 2 hamburgers, the second hamburger's not as useful to you, it has a lower utility. Then you get 3 hamburgers. Well, you can't even finish the 3rd hamburger, it's got even lower utility. Then you get 5 hamburgers, then 100. By the time you arrive at 100 hamburgers, the hamburgers have no utility to you. But I got someone who things did turn out okay for it.
Let me guess. Billionaire murderer.
Yes.
Aw, I wish I was a billionaire.
Robert Durst is a man whose wife went missing one day. Quite a while later, a family friend who might have known something about the disappearance also got killed. To beat the heat, Robert moved to Texas and then began cross-dressing. Pretty soon, about a year later, his neighbor wound up dismembered and killed. This time, Robert got arrested because he was pretty suspicious by now. But he paid bail and then ran away. This made Robert the first ever billionaire fugitive. He was eventually caught trying to steal a chicken sandwich. He had $500 in his pocket alone and another $30,000 stashed in his car. But apparently he used his economic genius to realize that that chicken sandwich was worth way less than they were asking for. Thanks to his stupid misdemeanor, the police caught up and they took him to court. He pled not guilty, based on the fact that he had to kill and dismember his neighbor in self-defense.
Oh, so he didn't even deny that he was the killer? He just admitted to it and claimed self-defense?
Yep, and who knows how this happened, but somehow, the courts came to realize that yeah, self-defense was pretty reasonable.
This is why I need to be a billionaire.
It turns out that for whatever reason, killing someone and then dismembering them is actually a totally normal act of self-defense.
And like I say, Chuck Feeney has been doing this completely out of the public eye. As you can imagine, the sheer staggering amount of money that he's been willing to donate has caused massive booms in some areas. And I don't mean investment bubbles, I mean long-standing benefits like healthcare reform in Vietnam.
And we never hear about this guy?
No, he actually actively pays people to hide the amount of money that he's donating. In fact, he's not even in the Forbes 400 because he donates so much of his income to these charities.
Cause think of it this way, any system that allows and rewards leveraging is gonna get corrupted. And who's most likely to take advantage of the system? A philanthropist like Chuck Feeney, or cutthroat businessmen like the Koch brothers? But if you can only vote for 2 sides, what do you do if you disagree with one side, but the other side has gone crazy and wants to pass laws to discriminate against redheads? After all, they've done these studies with chimps where they offer male chimps pretty pictures of girl chimps, but then they give the boy chimps a choice. They can have the picture or they can have a juice box. Turns out that a lot of times they tend to go for the juice box. I mean, come on, it's a juice box. It's juice, but in a box. You can take it and drink it wherever you want. I'm acquainted with some of the logistics.
No, you don't realize. I've had a very difficult childhood. See, when I was a kid...
No. No, okay, you know, I believe you. I believe every Freudian excuse that you have to not get that pizza.
Well, the other thing is that my favorite pizza place is starting to close down.
No, really, like I said, I believe everything. Just, it's not an object as to...
If you would just listen, when I was a kid...
I try to be sympathetic, you know, look, I understand that there are hurdles, I'm just telling you that my doctor, you know, was interested.
Pizza killed my grandmother.
See, that's the thing that drives me crazy about the whole there is no more magic thing in this setting. I mean, obviously there's a lot of magic, it's just that people don't understand how it works. Presumably, in a time long ago, they did understand how it worked. It's like organic chemistry or something. Because that's what it's like. I mean, let's suppose that Germany discovers organic chemistry, which in real life they did, and then they use it to destroy the world. After that, everyone says, hey, let's never use organic chemistry again, and they just burn all the books on organic chemistry. Then all the organic chemists get together and they form a society in exile on a little island. They call it Dalmatia. They teach their kids a little bit of organic chemistry, but none of the practical engineering applications. And then, finally, after 1,000 years, someone drops the social stigma and says, you know what? I don't see what the problem is. Then boom, technological advancements out the butt through the nose. The rest of the world's like, holy crap, oh my god, you can do that with organic chemistry? The local hippos still breathe fire on us and we're trying to deal with that, we're preoccupied at the minute. Cause that's the thing, humanity lost their power of magic, but the local monsters never did. There are actually ghosts in the forest south of Doma, and they could cast fire spells! That's like if you had to be really good all your life and then when you die, you're allowed to kill your uncle. I mean, in this world, when grandma passes away, she rises up from the grave, comes back, haunts the recliner, and then burns your house down. And then a magical flying hippo swoops down and picks up your grandmother's soul in its mouth and devours her. I would just like to know, in 1,000 years, after 1 millennium of dealing with magical obstacles and predators, how did society agree to let sleeping dogs lie and not investigate the problem or figure out how to harness it?
We don't have to do a pony game.
Soul Reaver 2, yes. Kill Kane.
You know, I really loved that game when I was younger, and now that I'm an adult, I can actually analyze it and sort of make a lot of fun of it.
Well, good, let's go with that one then.
It's full of cutscenes though, so it might be bait for YouTube's content ID system.
Then we will recreate the cutscenes.
Oh yeah, we could maybe do that.
Yes, if they don't want us to show off their cutscenes, then we will make still image cutscenes of our own.
Yeah. We just make a complete mockery of the entire game. That's transformative, won't get hit by the content ID system, it's perfect.
Okay, and it's also pretty original, but guys, I'm really bad at characters. Can you please maybe not make me do that?
You're gonna do it and you're gonna love it.
Okay, fine, whatever, but I've got a proposal if we're gonna do this.
No, I will not accept terms, you eat all my food.
We've been talking about branding and business all episode, and I was thinking, what if we kind of start to adopt our own branding?
You will make us a business shill.
Maybe we could start using each other's names and stuff. Maybe, like, call our videos something besides Let's Ramble Overs. We'll be a bit more identifiable.
Okay, well, I'm the leader, so we're gonna call it Rambling with Ray.
No, we will call it Submit to Peyton, your will is inferior.
Well, we've got some options. We don't have to decide now. We'll think about it. You know, I mean, we could do, like, Play with Ray, or Ray Plays, like, replay.
No, I don't think we want to do Ray Play.
Yes, do Ray Play.
Why don't we want to do that one?
Say it 5 times fast.
Oh.
That's okay. It's no big deal, and we'll just do it for the next series.
But I wanted our name to be unfortunate. Is it not okay if we do it purposefully?
No,
I don't think so. Sorry, you're outvoted.
Well, you know what? We're missing lesbian horse love story right now. That's what we're doing. So, I hope you're happy about that.
You know, would you believe this, but I'm actually a fine connoisseur of lesbian horse love stories? Like, I've read a lot of them. How many lesbian horse stories do you think you would have to read before this one became boring to you?
I don't know.
Like 1, because once you read one of them, you've read pretty much 90% of them. I am not worried about lesbian horse story because lesbian horse story is right here, it's not going anywhere, and it's gonna be all over the internet, you could read it anytime. And every single one of them, they're about love in its prime, about finding new love, about Applejack falls in love with Rainbow Dash falls in love with Rarity falls in love with The Rock falls in love with Stephen Madden, and it turns out that they're gay together. Don't ask me how that works. Everyone is looking for the gimmick to hook the audience because there's like 1 billion fanfictions out there. But you know what this game could have done? If we're gonna have a frickin' love story between Apple Bloom and Final Scratch, then we should have just had them be open lesbians, not implied lesbians, they're just gay together. That way we wouldn't have to tiptoe around the fact or wonder if they're really gay, they could just be openly homosexual, and we could focus on the fact that Apple Bloom is deeply wounded by the failing of this relationship. Cause that's the real drama, that's what we actually care about, you know?
I know.
Thank you.
Well, so now we'll get to see if the ROM hacker owns up to what he did, or if he just tries to sweep it under the rug.
$20 says sweeps under the rug. Another pointless round of hide your lesbians. How much you guys want to bet that Discord was secretly gay and Gilda was also secretly not gay?
Secretly not gay?
I'd bet all the money on secretly gay Discord, yes.
Hide your lesbians, folks. Hide your lesbians. Watch the shells. Hide your lesbians. Step right up. Is it illegal to make a ROM hack? We don't know. But hide your lesbians, folks. Can't let people see the lesbians. Don't let the networks know. The censors might not let you show your show. Hide your lesbians. You there, Taylor, what do you think? Is Applejack a lesbian? What do you say? Lesbian or not? Hide your lesbians.
Dude, yeah, it's not even, like, hidden.
Alright, we got money down. 1 vote for lesbians. That's gonna upset the censors. What do you think, Peyton?
These characters are the void which looks back into your soul.
Yes.
All that I have known of Little Ponies and Final Fantasies has been stripped from me, replaced mercilessly by dancing images of Sethisto and Trixie together. Yes, feeding rotted fishes to one another. The putrid bacterial slime drips down from the corners of Sethisto's mouth. This game is a curse, a plague upon my imagination. It is dread incarnate, the combined destruction of charming characters and a charming story as one.
So, you think that she's a lesbian or not a lesbian? Or... It doesn't matter, the game is sweeping it under the rug.
Oh, it's Lyra and Bonbon. So what do you think? Secret lesbians again, or what?
I could not muster the energy to care about another stilted, inorganic relationship. But first up, we have to collect the Messiah Lauren Faust, master of all things pony, a spirit of living creativity.
What does that even mean? Yes.
Well, in this case, I think it's kind of like when a fan of pro wrestling says that, Hulk Hogan is like, I'm losing the metaphor, like
Like Hulk Hogan is the real person, and not a character.
Yeah.
Oh well, no shame in trying.
Except for upon the brow of those who tried.
So this boss gets a gold star. It is the worst boss. There we go, we'll just put that right over this boss's face for the rest of the battle. This boss has a ton of health, and it really only does 2 things. The first is Blaster, which is an instant kill move. The second is Stop, which is a status ailment that stops the party until the status wears off. At certain points during this battle, I was basically doing nothing but watching my party stand perfectly still, and I was in no danger of losing. I was, however, in danger of getting fed up with this and just turning the game off. So this boss had a very unique way of fighting the party.
Huh.
We are fast forward. How long does this battle go for?
Other than Discord himself, this is the longest battle.
So are we just gonna sit here and relax to the music, or...?
It goes on for another minute, so yeah, just get comfy.
Okay.
They should have done more testing. Yes.
How long was this fight in real time?
Like a half hour or something?
Can we maybe do a fade on this boss, or...?
Don't interrupt the majesty of the worst boss. So there we go, we just defeated the perfect storm of bad design decisions. If small animals like pigeons could cast spells, that would probably be the most dangerous thing in the world. They would obliterate all of society, and then die themselves.
So basically the same thing as what we did.
Yes, but with pigeons.
Kinda puts our whole journey into perspective, really.
For example, like a song. Like, how about we sing a song about everything that we've done in Pony Fantasy so far?
Okay,
No,
yes.
no, I don't
Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Everyone at home can sing along. Just sing with the chorus.
But Ray, last time we were so offbeat and we didn't do anything
It doesn't
right.
matter, just have fun. Okay, here we go.
Wait,
Ready?
what key is it in?
I don't know. Here we go.
With Pony Fantasy in all its majesty, you got to play the song that sings tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
The town of Nash was rather nuts. They sent a giant snail to chew our butts, but we used gas to get on past, and then exploded in a magic blast.
With Pony Fantasy in all its majesty, you got to play the song that sings tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity. The castles we deferred and there exchanged some words before we took our leave. With giant flightless birds, we found the rebel forces made of colored horses, then separated on divergent courses. With Pony Fantasy in all its majesty, you got to play the song that sings tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
We rescued Trixie from the town of Canterlot, then began to bitch about the casting calls. Too soon a sticking point, and just to disappoint, we found the wizard was at all important joints.
With Pony Fantasy in all its majesty, you got to play the song that sings tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
Went back to Nash, the town was nuts. I sent a crazy guy to crush our butts. butts, but we used gas to get on past, and then exploded in a magic blast. What? Don't look at me, that's what happened.
They wanted so badly to believe that Esper was going to help them.
Yes.
Guys, the next verse is coming up.
Okay.
We found that Twy lived with the guy with the beard that traveled to his thighs. He said his friends were in the bends, then he put himself into his end. With pony fantasy and all its majesty, you got to play the song that's linked tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
So we made Trixie into a singer, then we tried to sell her as a ringer, so we could get a gal with a blue coat to ride with us upon her skyboat.
With pony fantasy and all its majesty, you got to play the song that's linked tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
The town of Vector was kinda nuts. We decided we would chew their butts. We found the Espers, found them late, and by Trixie we were all betrayed.
With pony fantasy and all its majesty, you got to play the song that's linked tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity. Released the Espers and caused a fire as the situation became dire.
Soon our foes had won the war and destroyed the world we knew before.
With pony fantasy and all its majesty, you got to play the song that's linked tenacity. The plot's a travesty, a morbid melody. The players plagued by puns and profanity.
But still, it could be worse. It doesn't talk the purse. The mechanics maybe haven't gone at this.
It wasn't all too shabby.
Though we may be
The
crabby.
game has turned out kinda nice, I guess.
This is the worst victory day ever.